Sa panahon ng mabilis na impormasyon at kaliwat kanang balita, kailangan mo ng isang channel na mapagkakatiwalaan, diretsyo at para sa bayan. Ito ang Balitang Pambansa, ang iyong bagong tahanan ng mainit na issue, tunay na impormasyon at mga balitang hindi mo dapat palampasin. Mula sa mga trending na kaganapan sa social media hanggang sa mga seryosong isyong pambansa. Bantay kami sa bawat sulok ng bansa para sa iyo. Hindi lang basta chismis, kundi validated news, mga impormasyon na may batayan at mga kwento ng tunay na buhay Pilipino. At kung gusto mong laging nauuna sa kaalaman, huwag kalimutang mag-like, mag-share at higit sa lahat, mag-subscribe. Dahil sa Balitang Pambansa, balita mo, boses mo, bayan natin ito.
And may I quote verbatim, we are revising the agency's budget. Nanggaling sa kanila po. We have removed complicated projects, overlapping projects that are still receiving funding or that have been allocated funding for 2026. Verbatim po, siya nagsabi niyan. Hindi kami nag-imbento niyan. I-restore yung mga duplicated, completed, and overlapping projects. Doon ako nagtataka.
Nako, kanina pa naghihintay ang ating mga kababayan dyan sa vice cam na yan. Yan ang problema. Pagka nakapatay ang camera, hindi naman namin alam kung ano pinag-uusapan nyo. Mantakin nyo, 450 kayo mag-uumpisa. Sa bagay, pag-uusapan pala ngayong araw na to, ang budget ng DPWH. Wala ho tayong maraming pasakali dito. Papanoorin lang ho natin na sabay-sabay kung paano ho ungguyin itong mga kongresaman at mga senador na to ang sambayan ng Pilipino. Ano ba naging dahilan ng delay? Hindi ba kayo nagkakasundo dyan sa vice cam kung sino ang pinakamalaki ang insertion? Sino ang pinakamalaking SOP? Pambihira, oo. Kanina pa kayo hinihintay na sambay ng Pilipino. Pag nakapatay ang camera, wala nang nakakaalam kung ano pinag-uusapan nyo. Sa bagay, naibalik na pala yung 95 billion na tinanggal ng DPWH dyan sa budget ng DPWH. Tinanggal ho yun siya pero sa vice cam daw, di umano, sabi nitong si Atty. Rowena Guanzon, naibalik na. Pero bago yan, sa like at sa subscribe, masaya na ho tayo dyan at sa mga gusto sumali sa ating community, yung join button na dyan lang ho sa baba. Eto na ho mga kababayan, ikukwento na ho sa atin itong mga unggoy na to kung anong napag-usapan nila behind the scene dyan sa vice cam na yan. Kung anong napag-usapan ni Swansing at nitong si Gatchalian. Kung anong utos ni Sandro Marcos at nitong si Marcos Jr. dito kay Rex Gatchalian at dito kay Sandro Marcos dito sa dalawang nag-uusap na to sa vice cam. Ito na ho ang video mga kababayan. Game!
Conference
Wala
Committee
naman,
conferees,
tayo, no?
the Honorable Alan
Mga
T.,
unggoy
the
na to.
Honorable Marcelino Lebanan, the Honorable Rufus Rodriguez,
Walis na ho,
the Honorable Maricar Zamora, the Honorable Christine Singson Mihan.
Grabe, ganun-ganun lang. Umaalis tayo. Okay ho mga kababayan, namnamin nyo lang ho mga kabalbalan dyan sa vice cam. I-iskamin naman ho ang sambayan ng Pilipino nitong mga unggoy na congressman at senador na to. Game!
The Honorable Albert Garcia, the Honorable Pepito Alvarez, the Honorable Brian Yamsuan, the Honorable Javi Benitez, and the Honorable JJ Romualdo.
Yes, go ahead, Senator Kiko.
Yes, Mr. Chairman, just a manifestation. We'd like to apologize to our counterparts in the House if we requested for a later time to convene. Originally, we said we would convene at 2 o'clock.
Pagbigyan nyo na kasi yung gustong mangyari ng mga congressman. Utos yan ni ng nasa taas. Sino bang boss niyang si Yan si Swansing. Di ba si Sandro Marcos? Sino bang boss niyang si si Win Gatchalian? Di ba si Marcos Jr.? Tauhan ni Marcos Jr. Yan si Rex Gatchalian, kapatid ni Win Gatchalian. Inuunggoy ho tayo ng mga yan. Makakala nyo napasingit ako kasi kasalanan pala nitong isi-unggoy kung bakit na-delay ang usapan dyan sa vice cam.
And then
oo.
we requested that it be at 3 o'clock. And so that the public likewise is aware why the delay has taken place. It's because some of our colleagues in the Senate raised some concerns about some of the items that have been tackled and will be tackled, and we felt the need to convene I wouldn't say emergency, but a meeting to be able to thresh these matters out, and it took us about almost 2 hours. Or an hour, almost 2 hours. Yes, and that's why we apologize for the delay. For the record, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you for expressing our apology to our counterparts, House counterparts. I know that the House contingent was here early, and we, again, on behalf of the Senate contingent, we apologize for the delay. And, well, we can already proceed with our item for today.
Just a quick
Yeah.
response to Senator Kiko. We appreciate it and we understand po when we were informed about it earlier today, we understood the situation and we were ready. We readily gave our acceptance, approval of the proposal. So on the part of the House, thank you po for giving us some time also to do a huddle for about an hour that further delay the proceedings. We appreciate the understanding of our colleagues in the Senate, and we're looking forward to proceeding with the rest of the meeting for today. Thank you.
Right, thank you, Chairperson.
Mr. Chairman,
Yes.
Madam Chair, I have a manifestation and observation. While we were having a picture right there, can you flash the title of this bicameral committee? Because it says there, bicameral conference committee on disagreeing votes. Huh? How can there be a disagreeing votes? See? So it seems to be not in the proper English language nor the context that we have. We have, how can there be, there are many concurrences that we have. So provisions, because the procedure is, conflicting provisions, because the procedure is original, is exclusive, it will exclusively originate in the House. So we have the original provisions. And then the Constitution, Article 6, the legislature, Section 24 says, but the Senate may propose or concur with amendments. So you have your amendments, we can see them, and so these are the amendatory provisions. So we cannot have disagreeing votes. How can we have disagreeing votes?
We have not voted yet.
We have not even voted when we start. How can that be? So it's a wrong English. I suggest we put the disagreeing provisions because from the original, we have now the amendatory. How can there be disagreeing votes?
Thank you for that, Congressman Rufus. I was just conferring with the Senate Secretariat. The explanation to me is because we're tackling the House bill, and there's only one bill that we are tackling today, which is the General Appropriations Bill. That's why the correct term, or the term that should be used, is votes instead of disagreeing provisions, because there's no other bill that are being discussed. So there's only one bill. So, but just to move forward with this, and I acknowledge your comments on this, we are requiring the Secretariat to look into this matter and again do some more research on the previous bicameral conference committee on what terminologies that they used.
Mr. Chairman, irrespective of the previous ones, if it's wrong, it's wrong. And it is, well, it is true, you know, the other bicameral conference committees are about two bills passed by the House and passed by the Senate. That's fine. So, however, even in this particular instance, House Bill 4058 originates from the House. So we have the original provisions. And then you discuss it, and you have under the Constitution, the provisions to amend it. Either concur or amend. So I think we should change this because those reading us, you know, disagreeing votes. How can we have that, Mr. Chairman? So I hope that we change it now so that we are right, disagreeing provisions of the House Bill number 4058, original and amendatory provision. There are no insertions from the Senate. That's what people say, they're inserted the senators. No. The senators are amending it or concurring with it. It's only in the BICAM where there can be insertions. And so the Senate is doing its job, and it is really amendments under the Constitution. So let us be able to change that, Mr. Chairman. Thank you.
Right. Well, let me direct the committee secretary to just remove this cover page for now. I think that's a better compromise moving forward. But we acknowledge your comments, Congressman Rufus, and we acknowledge your legal expertise in terms of these matters. So for now, we'll just remove it, and we'll request the committee secretary to look into this. Thank you. Thank you for bringing that matter up. All right. So we the department on hand right now is the Department of Public Works and Highways. So we'll allow the House to present the general general appropriations bill. Yeah.
Senator Win, with the permission of the Senate panel, before going to the numbers, I would first like to request that we give Secretary Vince Dizon the opportunity to present with regard to one of the most pressing factors in the discussion around DPWH, which is the My apologies, there was a really bad feedback in the room, which is to give Secretary Vince the opportunity to present and explain with regard to one of the points of contention, which is with regard to the CMPD reduction.
Before that, Madam Chairperson, I was going to raise that later on, but since you've raised this, last night, while we were conducting our bicameral conference committee hearing, the DPWH posted a statement in their social media page. And just allow me to read a statement of the DPWH. The Department of Public Works and Highways has requested the Senate of the Philippines to restore the deducted amounts from the projects in the 2026 DPWH proposed budget as a result of the reductions in the construction materials price data, or CMPD. The DPWH has asked that it be allowed to implement the project cost changes using the updated CMPD special issuance in the exercise of its executive functions in order to ensure its proper execution. The motion for reconsideration is made to ensure that the detailed process of applying the new CMPD will be followed to avoid inaccurate costing and potential project unimplementability, which may lead to underspending and related legal and administrative issues. To ensure that DPWH implementing offices will strictly comply with the updated CMPD, a department order has been issued which strictly mandates the following. 1. Follow a workflow to adjust all pay items in the programs of work, POW, using the updated CMPD. Revise all approved budgets for contracts. Require detailed documentation and quality assurance and mandatory compliance prior to the procurement. The department assures that the Senate and the House of Representatives that the updated CMPD will strictly implement at the regional and district engineering offices, and that failure to comply with this order shall be subject to administrative sanctions under existing civil service and department rules, as well as filing of appropriate administrative and/or criminal charges under relevant laws. So this was issued by DPWH last night. And the context of this, Madam Chair, and to our colleagues from the House of Representatives, is during our budget hearings, 2 budget hearings in the Senate, we asked the DPWH. Dahil alam namin na itong budget na ito ay ginawa nung dating administration na si Secretary Bonoan pa ang gumawa. No? At dahil maraming nangyaring hindi magaganda o anomalya doon sa kanyang administrasyon, at nakita naman ho natin yung issue ng flood control, issue ng mga SOP, issue ng mga overpricing, issue ng lagayan, issue ng ghost projects. Tinanong namin ito kay Secretary Vince Dizon dahil siya na yung pumalit na bagong kalihim po ng DPWH. Tinanong ho namin yan. Senator Lauren was there, no, in the 2 hearings about this issue of overpricing. During that hearing, sinabi niya na meron ngang overpricing in the past, no? At meron ngang mga presyo na hindi naman tama sa presyo ng panahon. Ibig sabihin, mas mababa ang presyo ngayon. So sabi niya, dahil mas mababa ang presyo ho ngayon, yung presyong nasa loob ng budget, mas mataas yun kumpara sa presyo ngayon. Kaya nga ho sila nag-issue nitong bagong construction materials price data, CMPD. No, nag-issue ho sila nitong CMPD, mas mababa po yung presyo. At yung presyo na yon ay gumawa ho sila ng formula, ito yung tinatawag nilang adjustment factor, at yun naman po ang in-apply ho ng Senado sa presyo ng mga projects na nasa loob ng budget. No? Yun po yung in-apply ho namin. So ang ibig sabihin ho nito, Madam Chairperson, that the adjustment factors came from DPWH and the statement that there were overpriced items in the budget came from DPWH. And we support that. Because gusto ko nga ho natin, mas mura, mas mababa yung presyo, at dapat po yung budget ay sumasalamin sa presyo ho ng panahon na mas mababa. Lalo na sa ganitong konteksto na marami ho tayong mga kababayan na nagagalit dahil po dito sa flood control issue. Marami ho tayong mga kababayan na nagagalit dahil sa overpricing at SOP. Ginawa ho ng Senado, pinababa na ho namin yung presyo, no, para makatipid tayo, no? At pangalawa, wala na hong mangyayaring overpricing ho sa loob ng budget. So yun po yung ginawa po ng Senado. Kaya yun po yung ang konteksto nitong statement na ho ito.
Senwin, if I may respond, ito po kasi, meron naman po tayong parehong pagkakaintindihan patungkol sa overpricing. I think both houses, both panels recognize that there has been a situation where there was overpricing in the estimates of the past. And Sec Vince has acknowledged that as well. Perhaps the main point of contention is the application of these CMPD reductions. From what I read in the statement of Sec Vince, that Senwin just read now, is that there is let me just quote that part. If such process is not followed, this will inevitably result in the potential unimplementability of projects due to inaccurate costing. So I think the concern of Secretary Vince is how the adjustment factor that was shared was applied in the projects. Ang posibleng mangyari kung ganun kalaki sa kasalukuyan o hindi ganun kalaki, kung ganun yung application sa iba't ibang mga proyekto na ginawa yung across the board na pag-deduct sa ibang mga project na hindi tinitignan isa-isa yung mga proyekto, posibleng hindi ma-implement yung mga proyekto. Ano ang implikasyon na ito? Imbes po na makatipid yung ating gobyerno, imbes po na ang pinupunterya lang natin ay yung parte na overpriced, ang mangyayari po, hindi talaga i-implement yung kabuuan ng proyekto. Humingi po ako ng paunang data mula po sa DPWH, and I will let Sec Vince explain the point later. But you are looking at potentially 200 billion pesos in unimplementable projects. 400 billion kasi yung affected, 400 billion pesos yung affected projects, as much as 200 billion projects can become unimplementable. So, tignan lang po natin yon mula po sa perspective ng ano po ang tama nito sa ating ekonomiya, gaano po karaming tao ang mawawalan ng trabaho. Siguro po, nagbigay naman po rin ng assurance si Secretary Vince na i-implement po itong reduction sa presyo. Babawasan po talaga yung presyo. Pero ang kahilingan lang po ng DPWH ay kung pwede po, bigyan po sila ng pagkakataon na i-apply itong CMPD reduction sa bawat proyekto. At hindi po natin kayang gawin to sa pagitan ng araw na to at sa susunod na linggo kung kailan kailangan nating pirmahan yung budget. Pero ang assurance naman po na ibinigay ni Sec Vince ay babawasan talaga yung presyo. Pero hindi pa nila kaya i-determine sa punto na ito kung gaano kalaki talaga yung ibabawas na presyo sa bawat proyekto. I'll let Sec Vince explain that. That is my understanding of the letter that he sent to the bicameral conference committee yesterday. But I will let Sec Vince explain the point later.
Mr. Chair.
Before I recognize Senator Erwin, kami naman sa Senado, Chairperson Mika, gusto rin namin ma-implement yung mga proyekto. Gusto rin ho namin makita yung mga proyekto na mangyari, mapatupad ho yun. Pero ang hindi ho gusto ng Senado ay mag-approve tayo ng budget na overpriced yung amounts o yung presyo na nasa loob ng budget. At alam ho natin no, na hindi ito budget na ginawa ni Secretary Vince. Ito po ay ginawa pa ng bagong administrasyon ng DPWH na alam rin natin na ngayon ay kinakasuhan at nasasangkot sa maraming anomalya. Kaya ang kami sa Senado, at hindi lang po ang Bicameral Conference Committee conferees, kung hindi I speak on behalf of the other senators and also the leadership of the Senate. Napag-usapan ho namin ni Senate President Tito Soto to, at iba pang mga kasamahan naming senador na hindi ho kasama dito sa conference, kundi kasamahan ho namin sa buong Senado, na ang gusto ho natin ay masigurado na itong budget na approve ho natin ay hindi ho overpriced, ay hindi po nanggaling sa mga materyales na napakamahal. Dahil ang konteksto ngayon, ang tao wala nang tiwala eh. Wala na hong tiwala dito sa gobyerno ho natin at sa mga proseso ho natin. Kaya ang pinakamagandang paraan para ibalik ho yung tiwala nila ay magkaroon ng budget na tama po ang presyo. At ito na yung pagkakataon ho natin dahil binabalangkas na ho natin itong budget na ito. Ito na ang pinakamagandang pagkakataon na mapakita ho natin na kahit nasa presyo, tama po yung ating ina-approve na budget.
Senwen, lilinawin ko po, matibay po at malinaw din yung panindigan ng Kongreso. Kaisa niyo po kami. Tatanggalin po natin tong parte ng budget, ng pera na nakaukol sa mga projects na considered na overpriced. Ang sinasabi lang po natin, pakinggan po natin sa Sec Vince para po maipaliwanag niya na kung ngayon pa lang kakaltasin na maraming mga projects na hindi mai-implement dahil nasobrahan po sa kaltas. Yung iba naman po nakulangan sa kaltas. So, yun lang po siguro yung pinag-uusapan natin. Kaisa niyo po kami, gusto nating tanggalin yung parte na overpriced. Pero siguro po, mas malinaw, kung okay lang po, Senwen, let's turn it over to Sec Vince. If I may make a motion to please invite Secretary Vince Dizon to be a resource person to the bicameral conference.
Before we call the resource persons, allow our members to say their piece and also to echo their sentiments para ho at least malaman ho natin lahat kung ano yung sa loobin po ng isa't isa.
Senwin, if I may, kasi po, perhaps the best approach would be to let Sec Vince present, and then if all the conferees have questions, because he will be the best person to answer the questions.
Actually, with all due respect, dahil pinag-aralan din ho namin to, no? Itong
Pinag-aralan
situation.
din po natin
Kaya nga,
to.
mas
Alam
maganda
natin
ho,
yan lahat.
siguro bago ho natin patawag siya, ay bigyan ho natin pagkakataon po ang isa't isa na magbigay ho ng kanilang pahayag. So we recognize